At this time in 1967, 68, I was senior vice president of rock, first vice president of rock at Capitol Records, and I was dealing with Debbie Harry before she became Blondie, and Bob Seger and the Wind in the Willows, and the games people play, Joe South, and that kind of stuff, and putting the Apple Corps together. Actually, 68, I was put together Woodstock with Michael Lang. Michael Lang was someone who got into my office in Capitol because my secretary buzzed me and said, Michael Lang's here to see you, and he has a group he'd like to play to you. And I said, well, I don't have an appointment with Michael Lang. He said, tell you he's from the neighborhood in Brooklyn. And, you know, the neighborhood I come from is very tight, so that's all it took to get Michael in. And, you know, he had great Colombian. He was a great guy. Then, so I let him stay. And he had a group that had Garland Jeffries, who later went on to record, it was called The Train. And then Garland Jeffries later went on to be John Lennon's best friend and have an album that was fairly successful in the 70s, 80s period. I would say early 80s. And was a really intelligent man. So Michael came in, and I liked him. So I gave him a $5,000 development deal for his group. And Michael had just lost his head shop. It was the first head shop in the South. It was in Miami. I don't remember the name of it, but the police closed it down. And Michael came and was renting a room from a friend of both of ours, as it turned out, in Woodstock, New York, and started to hang out at my apartment. I was really successful. I just sold the cow souls, and basically, you know, for a New York City cop's son, was living in a penthouse with a housekeeper and a limousine, and well, limousine was yet to come, but I was very successful because I had been in the business actually since '56, when I sang sometimes with the Mystics on Hushabye when they performed, and that was another career. But there I was at Capitol Records, and it was my second company gig. I was the director of A&R at Mercury before that, and that was Sonny, Bobby Hebb, and Apple Peaches Pumpkin Pie by the whatever they were called, Jay and the Techniques, and then there was Walk Away Renee, and that was you know, and that's what happened. That was a record business, you know. But it really started with Donnie Kirshner writing songs, and I would say Donnie Kirshner and Charles Koppelman, who became the chairman of the board of EMI, brought me in.